Hello everybody and welcome to today's edition of the Daf Yomi. Hope you're all doing well. And please feel free to like and subscribe to the video if you want. Today's Daf is Shevout Daf 43 Amud B. Let's dive straight in. The Gemara says, Ahaya I lema aseifa v'seif pogle yishvua gabe malda. To which case is the final statement in the Mishnah, which says that the creditor is the one who takes the oath referring. If we take referring to a case in the latter clause of the Mishnah, where there's a claim to collateral is worth more than the loan, we write this halacha from the fact that the oath is anyway taken by the creditor, as he is the defendant in this case. The additional statement is superfluous. In response, Shmuel says this statement relates to the case in the first clause of the Mishnah, where the debtor is a defendant, and Rabbi Chia Rav similarly says that it relates to the first clause. Rabbi Yochanan similarly says it relates to the first clause. The Gemara asks, what did the Amoraim mean? Sorry, say that again. The Gemara asks, what did the Amoraim mean by the first clause? The Gemara answers, they were not referring to the very first halacha in the Mishnah, but rather to the latter part of the first clause. There is a case of a creditor who claims, I lent you a seller on the basis of that collateral and it was worth a shekel. And the other individual debtor says, that is not the case. Rather, you lent me a seller on the basis of that collateral and that collateral is worth 3 dinars, i.e. 3/4 of a seller. In this case, he is liable to take an oath. As in this case, the oath should in principle be taken by the debtor, since he is the one who admitted to a part of the creditor's claim, but the sage removed the obligation to take an oath from the debtor and imposed it on the creditor, leaving him liable to take an oath that the collateral was not worth more than a shekel. The Gemara knows, and now the Rav Ashi says that we maintain that 2 oaths are taken in this case, as this party, the creditor, takes an oath that the collateral is not in his possession, then Nisra She'ena shows so. This oath is due to the concern that the creditor may want to gain possession of the collateral, and he may even be willing to pay for it, but knowing that the debtor would not be willingly sell it, he might falsely claim that it was lost. If the collateral for a loan of 4 dinars was lost, and the creditor claims the collateral was worth 2 dinars, whereas the debtor claims that it was worth 3 dinars, the creditor may take an oath that the collateral is not in his possession, and then the debtor takes an oath that it was worth 3 dinars due to his partial admission. The debtor then pays the remaining dinar.